Hey guys, D.Bowie here, and this is how pros outplay you, featuring G8 God, Zai, Jerax, and Sonneiko. Io is a very unfamiliar hero for most people. Most people associate the hero with relocate ganks and saves, as well as making a hero endure a ton of damage during fights, and that is true. But in the early game, Io can get tons of kills when played correctly. In this footage, G8 has 2 bottle charges, and healing is something Io players from pretty much every skill level know how to do. Look how he never commits those charges to heal Wraith King even though they weren't healthy. At least not until Wraith King goes aggressively with the stun and actually spends his mana. Being able to regen both mana and HP is not only inherently efficient, but watch how many stuns Wraith King is able to cast this fight. As he disengages because of the Lifestealer, not only he eats a tangle and bottles during the stun, but he only uses Tether after the stun is over, making the Tether slow even more efficient. With that boost of move speed, they quickly snipe Lena and pay attention how he doesn't go through the same path that Wraith King went, so that they can slow her. Wraith King uses Salve on Io, which heals them both during the chase on Lifestealer, and they almost get the kill. Another point to watch out for is how he only turns overcharge when Wraith King is attacking heroes, preserving his HP and mana. Even though I said that it's good to preserve your HP and mana by not using overcharge all the time, when you're full HP and you go to save allies, you won't heal their HP with bottle or magic stick if you're full HP, or their mana if you're full mana. So if you just use Tether and use your bottle or stick right away and you're full HP or mana, you will waste the effect. He ends up saving his ally, guaranteeing the kill. Another aspect I did not talk about in this clip is actually saving those magic stick charges. A lot of IO players just pop them randomly after fights, when having a full magic stick ready or even magic wand to save an ally is very strong as almost a mech, and pretty much everyone just forgets about it. Look at this clip. Dire is positioning themselves to defend the tier 3, and we can see 2 things that are very different from what a normal player would do. Tiny shows up and Wraith King is being attacked by other heroes. G8 had his mouse hovering over Venge to help her, but since Venge disengaged and he waited before committing Tether, he is sure he is not going to waste the Tether cooldown. Since Luna and Lifestealer are magic immune, Wraith King can't stun anyone to really secure a kill. So is it worth it to pop Mech for him? He actually has ult. So he holds on the item. First he pops Magic Wand, then Luna commits ult, and Wraith King is still up, with Rage being over. Pay attention how now it's worth to commit Mech, even though he's only healing Wraith King. That actually guarantees that a huge cooldown is going to be spent. Also, pay attention how he waits Wraith King to be about to respawn to cast the ult in a way that as soon as he revives, they are teleporting, securing a pretty kill on Luna now that her kit was all spent. This clip is just a great showing of understanding mechanics and always having control of what you're doing. After a fight, Centaur shows up and Treant decides to go on him. Since Centaur commits Force Theft before Lion's attack reaches him, he's able to jump with Blink Dagger. The real problem here is that with Force Theft there's a decent chance that Centaur could go to the fog, or just be too hard to go against, but since he commits the item in a bad way, Jerax jumps as the attack is about to reach Centaur, and with Finger of Death he guarantees the kill. This clip is amazing, a very high level engagement, and here you can see decisions that you definitely don't think you would go intuitively in a fight. Radiant gets Roshan after killing some heroes, and the first cool point about this clip is positioning. We can see it here while Invoker takes the shrine. The enemies don't have vision of their own shrines, and with the sentry, Jerax knows he's fine hiding there. It is nighttime, so he is also fine standing close to the stairs, and there's a misplace. He goes in to fight creeps. Nothing special, Hex followed by stun, but the great part of this footage, in my opinion, is how he never commits mana drain during the fight. All of the 3 cores from the enemy team have blink abilities or the item, so he doesn't want to be found and killed. He wants to stay alive during the entire fight. He stays as far away as possible and only goes close to commit one skill. And when he uses mana drain, he actually goes to a jungle camp, uses it on the golems, far away from everyone. That allows him to go back and use 2 extra skills. By surviving the entire fight and giving enough control for his team, Slark manages to get huge, and even with all the tankiness and sustain from the Dire heroes, Radiant wins the fight.
Dominating! Double kill! Mega kill! Triple kill! I must not sleep until the play's gone.
A lot of people, when they play Riki, don't really think too much besides using smoke ring and right clicking. It feels like this is the only thing the hero can do, and I mean, yeah, it's not like Riki really is that complicated, but look at the finesse when Sonneiko goes for this gank mid. First, he takes his time and actually waits a decent time to go in. If he went when Jakiro was far back against tons of creeps, that kill would be impossible. He uses Visage going for the range creep as a setup. He also makes sure to attack and position himself in a way to block Visage's paths. As he stands in the spot, he turns to cast Smokescreen in a way to completely block Visage, and the important part is him blocking Visage more than attacking. Level 2 Riki doesn't do a lot of damage and Orb of Venom debuff lasts for 4 seconds. His best bet is delaying Visage as much as possible, while Jakiro that is stronger and has higher level attacks. The secret on getting kills with Riki in the early game is trying to go for push the lanes. Riki doesn't do a lot of damage in early levels. His best traits early on as a roamer are slowing heroes and silencing them so they can't use their escapes. This offlane is perfect. Io and LC are playing very boldly. Look how Sonneiko approaches this skill. A lot of players will try to start with Blink Strike and Silence right away to try to burst Io. When against a full HP hero, he would much rather use Blink Strike to go on Io after he tethers away. When Wraith King stuns, he makes use of the stun animation to reach Io, proc Orb of Venom, and only when the stun is about to end he commits a Smokescreen, in a position where he blocks Io. Even though Io had the chance to use Tether, he can quickly kill Io later. What you need to understand is that Sonneiko was in control of this kill. Could he get the kill by starting with Blink Strike? Arguably yes. Can he get the kill if he saves Blink Strike in case Io runs away later? Much more likely than the first option, because if Io survives after Blink Strike is committed and then tethers away, they have no gap closers to kill him. We did talk about ganking lanes that were pushed, and in this clip this is pretty much the same vibe. There are other things to talk about too. Zai only goes for that gank after having level 2, or else the kill would be pretty much impossible. Since they have that Radiant Ward, he feels confident going towards the Radiant tier 1 mid, when Tinker goes for the rune. And pay attention how he clicks on Tinker and assess that he has tons of magic 1 charges, but does not have boots. That guarantees he can get a stomp on him, but it also makes him go for this kill with the mindset that they will need to dive Tinker to kill him. So because of that he pops Soul Ring early instead of later. If he went full HP to commit Soul Ring afterwards, maybe those 60 HP he regens throughout the fight would be enough for him to die to tower hits later. Anyways, there's no secret here. He tried to bring his Astral closer to creeps before summoning it back to right click for more damage, but he doesn't do a lot. So like in the Riki clip, he is more preoccupied in blocking Tinker for enough time that Sky can dish more damage with his spells. And even though Tinker played this pretty well, he probably used Magic Wand with max charges, Zai never backed for a second, knowing that this would happen, and he dives him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Understanding your matchup is something very important. Slark is a very decent counter to Elder Titan. Dark Pact pretty much can be cast as soon as Stomp is committed, so that he doesn't get stunned. So there's no point in ever trying to initiate on Slark if Dark Pact is ready. But that goes both ways. Pay attention in this clip, where Slark goes aggressive on Legion because she started taking tower hits. Zai commits Stomp right away because as soon as he sees that Dark Pact was committed, Slark is now in danger. That buys enough time for Zai to reach him, and eventually they get the kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We see the same principle used here. This time Zai was baiting Slark to go on him, since Legion was with him and she has duo. They get the kill even though Legion was very badly positioned, following his call. This time Zai tried the same play, but he was pressured to cast the skill faster since he could die mid-cast. Legion gets the duo kill though, so okay trade. Before I finish this video, I would like to thank everyone for supporting me and my channel. As most of you know, the greatest bottleneck in making my videos is finding meaningful replays and fights to dissect for you. At the same time, I always felt that my Patreon rewards were underwhelming and were not giving my supporters anything in return. I want to change that, and as of now, if you want to help me make better videos, You can be my patron there, you can share a replay or a particular fight you liked with me. What's in there for you? Well, if I ever use a suggestion you sent me, you will be participating in a monthly raffle. The winner gets a replay of their choice analyzed by me. You can choose exactly what you want me to focus on and whether the video gets uploaded on YouTube or not. All the Patreon users will have access to the video as well, so that's cool. Well, this wraps up for today. If you enjoyed this video, please guys, give it a thumbs up, it helps a lot. If you want to see the extended version of this video, please check the link in the description. And I can't overstate how this video would never be possible without the huge help from the Pugna guys, so please show them some love. Pugna is a platform where you can learn from people like Chessie, Fogged, Slasher, Monib, and get better at the game. They have now great content on 7.0.0, and if you want to raise your MMR, it's a great time. Just figure out the patch faster than others and get those easy wins. And of course, if you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my channel and let's keep learning together. And also, pay attention how he waits Amber to commit to a path where he can't dodge the hook anymore. Until the stairs he has two options, going left or right. That's not true when he's on that part of the stairs, and then he can commit the hook with no worries. Easy kill. In this clip, mid 1 is with Treant against a tri-lane. As he retreats a little bit, since they didn't thought that the kill was possible, pay attention how he goes from the tree everyone saw him jumping to one right close to that. The vision the enemies